Hello all Marines and Muggets out there, and welcome to another episode of HECU Basic Survival Guidance. In today's video, we'll be talking about another game we'll make deployments on, the W. In today's video, I'll be talking about the basics and then what do you need to know about the buildings. So let's get to it. So first of all, to build anything, or do anything at all, you need to choose this thing right here. Now you place this, now you wait, and I'll explain all the other categories. So first of all, ammunition path. As it says, you need ammunition for weapons, of course. So there are a few weapon types. The rifle ammo, the heavy pistol ammo, the pistol ammo, the light rifle ammo, and the box shots. So first of all, for the pistol, what I'm holding right now, pistol ammo. Rifle ammo for the assault rifle and the LMG. Heavy pistol ammo is for the pistol carbines. Light rifle ammo is for the AK. The box shot ammo is for the shotgun. Another thing to talk about is the misc plot. So there are two things for the misc plot. It's the light menu. It's the light tool, and it just gives you light. That's it. That's all you need to know. So as you can see, it lights up my way, and that's it. That's all it does. And you place it on the ground and stops working for whatever reason. Another thing from the misc plot section is the figurine tank. Now, what are figurines? I'll explain it to you in a moment. Another very important category we need to talk about is, of course, the fortifications. Now, here's the more important part about the building fortifications. So you need to choose the building blocks, and there you go. You have the refill mode for the multi-tool. Now, to choose the multi-tool, the building tool, you have to choose the thing, just right here, and then click E, just like it says right here. Then you refill it, then you place it, and there we go. You have to hold F to build. Now, you might think to yourself, but damn, this shit is so slow. Can I do it a little bit faster? Of course you can. You just have to choose the hammer from the same way as I choose the shovel. You refill, and there you go. You build a lot faster, but it uses a lot more resources than normally when building in this way. So keep that in mind, that yes, you can build faster, but you do it for the cost of more resources. So think about it twice. Another important thing are, of course, the reconstructors. Now, what are reconstructors? So let's say you just died, but you don't want to spawn in most random place, and you want to return to your old position. So you build a reconstructor, and you claim it. And basically just a respawner to your previous location. Let me introduce. Come on. And now I have the option to either spawn normally, which is in a random place, or via the reconstructor and spawn where the reconstructor is placed. There we go. Another thing from the fortification section are the atmospheric figurine accumulator. So like I said earlier, I'll explain the figurines. So let me build it. Okay, so those things, the figurines, they're being used to make a better stuff. Let's say assault rifles, LMGs, stuff like that. Now, you might wonder, why the hell does it take 16 seconds to make one? Now, I have a solution for that problem. Let me show you. So as you can see, we have this blue ass and loud ass, the thing that emitted some blue particles that nobody pretty much knows what it is, but it does one thing. It makes the figurines generate faster. I'll introduce it in a moment. Now, I shall place the figurine generator here. And as you can see, now it takes 7 seconds to make one figurine. So like I said, you have to place those things near those loud ass blow particles emitters or whatever the fuck this is. So yeah. So like I said, the figurine tank, the figurine storage. You just so like I said before, there's this thing in the misc plot section. The only thing it does is that it storages your figure items. That's all. That's the whole purpose. That's the whole purpose of the existence of this thing right here. And that's all you need to know. Another section to talk about is the armament. The armament is used to make either armor, breaching charges, or guns overall, which includes the shotgun. So as you can see, you can make the pistol carbine as a first level firearm, and there's two of those in between. And then you have those two sections, the combat rifle manufacturer and the SMG manufacturer. You can choose one of those and it will be up to you what you will do next. You also have the heavy SMG manufacturer, which will also later on allow you to make the AK. And at the end, in the fortification section, we have the gun rack, which literally just is for, you know, storaging weapons. That's all. So that would pretty much all of it out of the building section, out of the building tutorial. I hope that will help you and that you will not get lost, you will not die easily on the deployments. So, another thing we have to talk about is of course the fact that just because you shoot people, it doesn't need to mean it will kill them. Sometimes it will just knock them off, so you have to make sure they're really dead. Here is my assistant. He will I will just introduce this on him. Say hello.
Hi.
Alright, so just stand right there.
You...
For fuck's sake. Okay. As you can see, his ass is not dead. You can think he is dead. It might look like he's dead, but he is not dead. He's still breathing, and he is regenerating. So that makes sense. That means you have to shoot his ass before he gets up, and he will kill you instead. I hope you understand it. Okay, so another thing to talk about is the armor. The armor in the game absorbs about 10% of the damage each. Hold on. As you can see, his ass did take a little bit less damage, I suppose. Oh wait, no, I forgot to tell you. The tier 1 vests are not necessarily recommended, they're pretty much ass, but yeah, he survived. Now our assistant will show us the tier 2 vest, which is a lot better. Now our assistant will put on the tier 2 vest. The tier 2 vests absorb about 20% of the damage taken. As you can see, he took a little bit less damage than the last time. And as you can see, he got up a lot faster, which means it does work. As you can see, he also took one more deadly shot, which means he is having a bigger chances of surviving. So it means it does work. Also guys, as you remember, we talked about the breaching charges in the armament section. You can use those breaching charges to either destroy the walls or do some funny stuff on the other people. Something like this. As you can see, it is very effective. So that will be pretty much everything with this whole episode. I hope that it will help you somewhat for the future deployments. And well, what can I tell? God bless. Have fun. Bye bye.